No great representative assembly at the present day can do all its work in a full meeting. It has neither the time, the patience, nor the knowledge required. Its sittings ought not be frittered away in discussing proposals that have no chance of success, while measures that are to be brought forth to the whole body ought to be threshed out beforehand, their provisions carefully weighed out and put into precise language, objections if possible met, and concessions and compromise or brought to a sharp difference of principle. In short, they ought to be put out in such a shape that the assembly is only called upon to decide a small number of perfectly definite questions. To enable it to do so intelligently, it may necessarily also collect information about doubtful facts. We're back to the investigating function. Modern assemblies have sought to accomplish these results mainly by committees of some kind. And in England, where the parliamentary form of government has reached a higher development than anywhere else, the chief instrument for the purpose is the informal joint committee of the House and the Senate, known as the Cabinet. But unless Parliament were very nearly reduced to the role of criticizing ministers and answering yes or no to a series of questions propounded them, it must do its work through other committees. So that was A. Lawrence Lowell. He was president of Harvard, and I think it was 1906 when he wrote that. But he's saying you can't really have everybody meet at once. So when we talk about how wieldy would a large legislature be, it can be very wieldy. You put it in Curran Price with his, 60 jurisdictions. You know, if we had a single person do one job, just the utilities, we'd be better off than him handling the utilities and everything else he had. The reality is, the utility committee should probably have a good 30 people on it. Probably more. If I had to think about it, I'm sure there's probably at least 700 utilities up and down the state. We should have a rep looking at them at least once every 2 years. We don't even have one rep that can undivide his time on that. And chances are he's hiring assistants that don't look into it either. And you got the executive branch that's managing these things that no one's watching. And that's where we're at.